Hey, I'm meteorologist Doug Myers with the latest look at the forecast on this Tuesday. Highs yesterday, well, clouds and fog really made a big difference as far as keeping temperatures much cooler in the western half of our viewing area. I'm afraid that could happen again today. It's a little bit unknown on whether or not it will happen today. Temperatures are expected to reach the mid to upper 50s. Even if cloud cover lingers, I think after the fog that we have this morning with the dense fog advisory, once that expires and we get rid of the fog, I'm still thinking even with some of the clouds that may linger, they'll be more in the mid to high level cloud coverage, not the low clouds like we had yesterday being stubborn. If not, expect a cooler day, so just prepare for that. Regardless, I think winds should stay at about 5 to 10, maybe up to 15 miles per hour. Relatively speaking, shouldn't be bad, at least compared to what we're going to be dealing with tomorrow and Thursday. So keep that in mind. Let's take a look at our computer models showing the cloud cover for most of the day today. It's getting a little bit clearing around midday, and then the clouds start to move back in. And then we'll continue with the general overcast skies as we head into Tuesday night into Wednesday. Maybe a little bit of rain beginning to develop and push through Wednesday night. Here's our other computer model. This is not indicating any fog whatsoever this morning. Obviously, I'm a little bit hesitant in showing you this, but I just want to show you sometimes what we have to deal with when looking at computer models is just a little bit of uncertainty. That's why the forecast can change, even during the day itself. Yesterday, of course, we had to adjust the forecast based on the clouds and the fog out in our western communities and dropping temperatures down in the 40s. It is certainly possible that could happen again today, depending on what the clouds are doing during the morning and what it looks like it might do in the afternoon. So just keep that in mind. Clouds are expected to move in regardless later on this afternoon, even as the fog continues to dissipate, or even if it doesn't, clouds are expected. And then we'll continue with the clouds tonight into tomorrow. Okay, that's very similar to what the other computer model had. Really, the only difference was the amount of clouds during the morning hours between the two. But I'm leaning more towards the one that showed the clouds because we have a dense fog advisory and we are observing fog overnight. So that's why I was leaning more towards that first model that I showed you rather than this one. Regardless, here's a look at that rain chance Wednesday night. Again, it's not much. I did put it in the forecast just because it is an opportunity, and a little bit another reason because this weekend is just not looking that promising now either. I moved it to Saturday night rather than Sunday with that rain-snow mix, but there's still a lot of uncertainty with that. What's not uncertain is the wind that we're going to be dealing with today and tomorrow and Thursday, rather, not today. Wind gusts tomorrow between 20 and 30, maybe 35 miles per hour. Wednesday night into Thursday morning, that's when we'll get the peak of our wind gusts, closer to 40 to 45 miles per hour. If we're going to have a wind advisory at all during this time, that would probably be the time for me. It's at night. Typically, winds aren't a factor at night unless there's a storm. That's not the case this time around. Winds are probably going to be strongest Wednesday night compared to Wednesday or Thursday during the day. So just something to be mindful of. The winds finally relax Thursday night into Friday. You'll notice the temperatures actually do warm into the 60s Thursday, especially if we can get into that sun. So while it will be warm, and while it will be nice tomorrow too, we will have to battle the winds. And then temperatures do cool down a little bit more in the 40s, a little bit more seasonal, especially by Sunday into early next week. Just a quick look at why I'm saying that our confidence levels on our precipitation chances are low is because, once again, the European shows very minimal activity for precipitation through Sunday, which obviously means whatever precipitation we get, even if we do get any snow, it's not going to amount to much. GFS, not much different than the European, and again, not much when it comes to snow. So I'm not seeing much. There's a little bit of snow there in maybe our southwestern communities, but not much. And taking a look at our extended outlooks here, nothing significant, no strong signals of anything significant, whether it's temperatures or precipitation for these three graphics. So overall, it's not going to be bad temperature-wise, but obviously clouds, wind, the low chance of precipitation we'll continue to keep an eye on. Have a great day.